We are live.
And we're live. Can we have some light?
What is this, Mr. Vishwanathan?
He's
Oh, you're talking to me. It's a tribute.
You couldn't hear me?
Suddenly the lights came on and I'm like, what?
he took his KL tribute a little too far.
Yeah, KL Rahul, tribute to the man.
But you heard it here first. Let's be fair. We all said before the match that KL will be the first Indian player to score a century in this edition of the IPL, and he goes and does it on the same day that he's making his 100th IPL appearance.
Of course. KL Rahul is Mumbai Indians' worst nightmare that can be. This is his 7th 50+ score in 10 matches against the Mumbai Indians. His average, now that he's hit his 2nd century against Mumbai Indians out of 3, it's now past 80. And with a strike rate of over 140. So he's joined a very elite list. Gale, Warner, Kohli are the only guys to hit 2 centuries against one opponent.
And in fact, the team which Kohli hit his 2 tons against was Gujarat.
Gujarat Lions.
The Lions, not
Warner
the
hit it against KKR.
Yes.
You should know, yes.
I would remember.
I know. So 7 50+ scores by KL. And incidentally, what was KL's first century? Happened at the Wankhede against the Mumbai Indians, 2018.
What was that celebration all about?
I think he just shuts off the outside noise.
But who were talking about it? Who was the outside noise? And what was, did you read a single article questioning KL's form? I can't remember.
It was about the strike rate bit, which we are panning him about.
But strike rate happened earlier seasons.
That's
this
when
season,
he started doing this.
No, but this season, anyone criticized him?
No.
Any journalist wrote about him, said about him?
No.
Any former player, analyst said anything about him? Then who is it? Only people that I can think of are fans on social media.
Or Mumbai Indians.
No, not even Mumbai Indians. Nobody was questioning KL Rahul. As Shane pointed out, in fact, today we were asked this question just an hour and a half ago, that who is going to be the first Indian player to get a century in the IPL, and unanimously we picked KL Rahul, and within a few hours KL gets it. So as I said, he was shutting the outside noise from whom?
I think no. So I think the celebration started at a time when his role in the team was being questioned a lot. Then he got I think an ODI century, and that's where he had first done this. So
now it's become a trend.
Now it's just become a thing.
So there is no outside noise.
There's no real outside noise. Now it's just a thing which you associate with him.
Okay.
I continue with this.
Oh, so I thought actually he maybe again saying that I need to shut out the outside noise, because the only noise that was coming last few days, whenever I was reading comments, I could read a lot of people pointing out, because you were talking about Rohit and Virat, and then KL's name was also added.
Yes.
That drop these three, and these are the 3 guys you don't need. Go with a young team. Yeah. And so what has happened today? KL Rahul's got you 100 first Indian in this IPL to get you 100. So how anyone can even think of not having a batsman like KL Rahul in their team, in their T20 team, I don't know. In fact, I am reminded of this IPL a few games ago. They had a poll on during one of the games, and they asked who's a more classy batsman, KL, and they had a few other options. I forget who the other option was. And KL won that poll. In fact, all commentators that were speaking, I think it was Williamson who was competing, and Williamson is a proven performer at the top level, and it was about who's more classy. I mean, Williamson his middle name could be classy, and KL not only beat him in the poll, but it was unanimous in terms of all the commentators. And one of the commentators was Simon Dool, I still remember, who's a Kiwi. All of them said that KL Rahul is a treat to watch. I mean, you just when he gets going, he looks so elegant, rarely plays a bad shot or an ugly shot, and then to get it at that strike rate as well. He's answered that as well, a 171 strike rate.
Wow.
So gets 100, and now nobody can say, he's got his runs for himself. But at that strike rate, incredible knock.
And Mumbai Indians bowlers did not help their cause either. Too short, too full. And remember, they are feeding him mostly in the second part of the innings. They are feeding him on the leg stump. Boss, KL Rahul's strike rate when he is playing shots on the leg side is 219. That means it's guaranteed. Every ball that you bowl, minimum 2 runs is guaranteed. That is the kind of...
At least nobody's going to troll Jaydev Unadkat, because he gets trolled a lot. Today is a standout bowler. Picked up 2 wickets, economy of 8 in a game where 200 is the
Everyone was
total.
getting hit.
Yep.
You're chasing 200.
And what a brilliant final over. 4 runs and 2 wickets. Man.
And finally, I hope to God that he puts that strategy of bowling only cutters in the death, because he was landing Yorkers here.
Yeah.
Why can't he be doing that more often?
No, maybe he's worked on that.
That's
and maybe
possible.
that's why
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
doing it. Because his slower balls are getting so predictable. You knew,
You're just
and
waiting.
Yeah, so either they were cutters or the back of the hand slower balls, he would try these variations. But you knew at the end of the day it was going to be a slower ball. Today was going for those Yorkers. So good variations. Jaydev would not cut. Maybe they should, that, persisting with him is kind of
Worked out.
help the team.
Yep,
Let's take a few questions as well. Bappaditya saying, you guys spoke about KL Rahul and century he scored. Wow.
Wow.
We should have asked for something else. Bet on a lottery
I
ticket.
know.
I know.
Something like that.
Based on how you are predicting, you should.
Yeah, I'm closest. 195 and
199, yeah.
Not that far off.
I know, seriously.
Super Giants is saying Mumbai bowlers are giving runs like giving chocolates.
I
Yeah.
actually also more than the bowlers, lots of bad things to say about how they fielded today. They were
Yeah.
awful in the field. Awful. There's no good way of putting it.
One of them was Fabian Allen. We keep talking about what a brilliant fielder he is.
And he was also,
started misfielding.
Yeah.
Rohit Sharma
Surya, another
almost that catch. I was like, oh, it's gone. And then he gave
Surya,
that smile.
basic one.
Surya Kumar, yeah.
Also a very good fielder.
Yeah.
So bad fielding, on top of that very poor bowling to KL Rahul, feeding him on his strengths every single time. Width or too full or on the pads. He's going to make you pay for it.
Yeah.
Sahil Singh Rawat, I love his comment. He's saying 15 run shot.
Oh, the callous way in that 434 match. Oh, yes.
Alak Singh is also saying, are they 10-15 run short?
Well, we'll have to look at
what a very good batting deck.
Yep.
And Jaydev did actually pull things back at the end. I was thinking for sure once they get past 200, they get it 210, 215. So they might just be, but again, Mumbai's batting the way it looks, do you think that they would not struggle even with 200 right now? They would.
Naveen Veluswamy is saying the problem is how KL played Tilak Verma in his first over. The question is his intent in the starting 20 balls. But Naveen, at the end of the day, how does it matter? The man's got you 100 at a strike rate of 171.
Yeah.
I take it every single day.
Yeah.
And twice at the weekends. So
I know.
please.
And the thing with KL is, again, it was being pointed out on the broadcast, is that once he crosses, I think, 50 runs,
Yeah.
he's hitting at a strike rate of 186. So with KL, the key is always for him to bat long. You don't score 300s by going bang bang always.
And also, he blunted their strategy of having Tilak Verma to start with.
Yeah.
Mumbai didn't go back to him
Yeah,
after
just
that
one
one
over, just one over.
Had he got a wicket, then that strategy would have worked for Mumbai Indians. So he blunted it. And I think credit to KL. Yeah, I mean,
First
look at the
4
strike rate at
overs,
the end of
yeah.
the innings being over. Not
First
before
4
that.
overs, they just made what 28, I guess. The last 2 overs of the power play, they just went berserk.
Yeah, and their target bowler was Taimal Mills, who was conceded, who had a half century of his own in just 3 overs.
Yep.
18 economy. Jesus.
Yeah.
And he was one of their standout bowlers to start with, if you think about it.
So 2 bowlers now. Taimal Mills again, game after game, not really living up to that billing that
Yep.
you get especially for a foreign bowler. Those slots come at a premium. Only 4 available. You really have to pull your weight because that's what the team expects you to do. Murugan Ashwin also now. I think you've given him enough chances. Maybe Markande is what they have to look at going forward.
Exactly.
Fabian Allen, I know he went for close to 12 and over, picked up that 1 wicket, but again, first game. So
Yeah.
if you're going to have, Tim David, if we were talking about him getting a longer rope, then
We should
maybe
be
the
giving
same
him
for
one as well.
Fabian Allen as well. Plus, he can bat. So
Yeah, but again, the problem with Taimal Mills, who do you replace him with? Daniel Sams has been woeful.
Riley Meredith.
Riley
is the only
Meredith
option.
is an
But
option.
They haven't given him a
again-
chance.
But again, he's someone who, has gone for a lot of runs. I mean, he got found out horribly in that one season he had for Punjab.
Yep.
So, do you go back to that? I mean, could he be any worse than this?
Yeah.
Maybe he could. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, see,
Their options are
there's
really-
hardly anybody. Riley Meredith, or you will go for Daniel Sams. I'm sorry.
We're all missing one person. Lord Arjun Tendulkar.
No, that's not. Mumbai Indians might not like that comment, especially now that the situation they're in.
Could he do any worse?
Tarun Pradhan is saying Mumbai needs to drop Tim David Mills next year and use his budget to buy a bowler to complement Bumrah and Archer, then others will also look good. Like, I don't think next year there should be a problem with Archer back. At the moment, I mean, I can imagine what Bumrah must be going through. He's the only bowler, game after game, has to, help the entire bowling lineup single-handedly, and probably because of that is not getting a lot of wickets, because teams are now coming with a strategy, okay, let's just finish his 4 overs and then, let go out the other bowlers. So if that is the kind of strategy that most teams are going to go with, I think they will need another wicket taker.
In this IPL, what we have seen is teams that don't have a backup to their main striker will struggle. Kolkata Knight Riders, classic case. You play out Narain, but the others are leak runs.
But in terms of Kolkata, they've got big names like Cummins and the likes, right? And Varun Chakravarti, they must be pinning their hope. But in case of Mumbai Indians, clearly nobody is there. I mean, you expect. I mean, Tamil Mills can have a good day, but still, did you expect really a lot of match-winning performances from him? Not.
No.
But for KKR, you did. I mean, I'm saying, if you've got Cummins, when you saw that team on paper, you didn't think it was that,
Chennai Super Kings.
No, you would have said it's a strong team irrespective of who they
Chennai Super Kings have a different problem. They don't have an experienced bowling lineup to ensure that they can take wickets in this case.
No, but they won titles without having a very experienced.
But then you had a template. You had an experienced guy, but 2-3 least experienced guys. Here, that experience umbrella itself is gone.
Yeah, because, and you see how big. Actually, I think this is also a bigger problem we've noticed now with 10 teams. No one team can actually hoard a talent. So, if there is a little bit of an issue, if one key bowler is missing, Chahar missing for CSK, they look like the team looks hopeless.
When Harshal Patel
missing for RCB, suddenly their bowling looks hopeless. So, it is definitely a bit of an issue.
Okay. So maybe. I don't know, because that question again, I'm going back to Tarun's question, he's talking about money. As I said, I think Mumbai didn't exhaust their purse. They still had money left in their purse, but I guess the talent available at the time wasn't there. So,
but then I don't know the IPL rules. Can you let go of a player next season and get someone fresh?
No, you cannot. But again, because this is going to change based on this, we don't know what the plan is going forward. For all you know, if there may not be any auction, then you allow teams now to start trading from next season onward. We'll get to know. Also, I think the bigger thing before that would be, and when we'll get clarity, is the television rights. Once they would be decided, then probably they'll come up with rules going forward, because now the teams aren't going to change. And I think you will not get an auction going forward. I'll tell you why. One other reason, we keep looking at reasons. This year, IPL's ratings have been down, and second week is even worse than the first week. And one reason could possibly be, and we haven't explored it, but I was just thinking about it, is the fact that you keep changing teams so often that sort of loyalty that you may have developed because of one player. Let's say I like Quinton de Kock, for example. He was with Mumbai Indians. Now he's moved to Lucknow. I don't know. I've been supporting Mumbai for so long. How are we going to? I know it happens in other sport, but those are one-off players that move, right? If you're going to have like majority of team members moving, it's not going to be there.
But then, did they not counter that by saying, okay, Rohit is associated with Mumbai, let's keep him. Virat associated with Bangalore.
Sure, but I'm saying that there are so many other players that have fan following, especially a lot of overseas players.
Yes.
And once they move, then what do you do?
Okay, but there's a counter argument to that. If the TV ratings are dropping, the auctions are normally big T rating pullers. So, would they want to keep it?
No. Yeah, but again, auction is a 1 day, 2 day affair.
True.
How much do you
pull
Yeah,
out
exactly. It may be a big rating affair, 1 or 2 days, the auction. But a broadcaster doesn't survive with that. It needs great.
You could make even a draft a good TV this thing if you actually do.
You could, but again, that's not the clincher. You need, the product has to be good. This is just a appetizer, the auction or whatever. It doesn't help the broadcaster, rake in the moolah. What the broadcaster needs, the product to be good. And now that the ratings have been dropping of the IPL, as I said, we'll do a video explaining the various reasons why it may have been dropping. It's going to have an impact on the television rights, which will be up next. And there are many reasons to look at very closely why the ratings are dropping. I was listening to a comment in one of the articles about a marketing guy saying that they're very upset that they're paying more than previous season and the ratings are down and they'd be going to the broadcaster and saying, hey, give me that money back. Quick prediction.
I will still say Mumbai will win, although I got the score wrong. But Mumbai can break the jinx today. They can do it. Because this is in that zone now where they have to show desperation.
They can chase it?
They can chase it. They have to show that desperation, and in this zone, Mumbai Indians, okay, with lack of resources, they can still do it. These two need to fire, Ishan and Rohit.
Okay. I think I'm sticking with Lucknow.
Yeah.
Same. Oh, it only has to be Lucknow at this point.
You are sticking with that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
100%.
So highest individual score in 100th IPL match, just to give you some perspective, because KL has got his 100
Yes.
match. 103 for KL Rahul is the highest. Before that was Faf du Plessis with 86.
Wow.
Versus KKR in 2021.
Nice.
Then 69 for David Warner versus RCB in 2016 while playing for SRH.
Yeah.
And then Murli Vijay versus RPS in 2016.
Wow.
Most IPL 100s by captain.
Kohli 5.
Yes. Now
Absolutely.
KL2.
Yeah, KL2.
Batsman to score a ton against Mumbai Indians at Brabant.
Yusuf Pathan, Rajasthan Royals.
Rajasthan.
2010.
100 of 37 balls that was. Almost pulled off the chase though.
Yeah.
Okay. Very interesting. A left-handed spinner debuts for Mumbai Indian, and their figures are Ali Murtaza 1 for 46 in
yes.
2010.
Fabian Allen
1 for 46.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I think Murtaza debuted in the Champions League, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Against Lions.
Most centuries in the IPL. Top
Most centuries in IPL, Chris Gayle
6.
Kohli 5. Warner 4.
Warner and Watson 4.
4.
Watson.
Yes.
Yeah.
And now tied with 3. Sanju Samson, KL Rahul,
AVD. Yes.
Hope you enjoyed that little quiz. We'll see you at the end of the game. Don't forget to download the Gamezy app if you haven't already. You stand a chance to win up to 5 crore daily in prize money. Click on the link in the descriptor, because if you download the Gamezy app through that link, you will be given a lot of bonus by the Gamezy folks. It will be added to your wallet, and you can make multiple teams even in the middle of the innings. 2 games coming your way. So we have a long day. We'll be with you throughout. See you at the end of this game and the start of the next one that will be coming up.
Yes.
DC versus RCB.
RCB.
Looking forward to that. See you then. Bye.
Bye.